All right. Speaking of thank you for the memories on a little bit of a lower scale, but still important, Edge went to Toronto and wrestled possibly his last match for WWE. Um,
Willing.
I don't know. I got mixed feelings. So let's talk the good. Let's talk the good first, okay? Retiring in your hometown or leaving a company in your hometown, cool. Going out on a win, I'm not really sure about that, but it's a special moment. Do what you will with that.
That Sheamus was hot. Sheamus has been on fire for the last year, and Sheamus shouldn't have lost.
Do you think it should have been a different opponent, or do you think he should have put someone
It should have
over?
been someone else, or he should have put over Sheamus. Sheamus has been doing great. I'm tired of Sheamus being disrespected.
Yeah. It seems like talent gets lost in the shuffle a lot, and it also seems that Edge and that generation, unlike Terry Funk, has become what they hate. If you meet young Edge, he despises old Edge. If you meet young CM Punk, he despises old CM Punk. It's a situation of you're becoming what you hate. But let's the good. He got to do it in Toronto. Got to do it on a SmackDown episode. Got to do a lot of flashbacks. I'd love to see more last like that. They don't have to be lost in a shuffle at Mania. Him wearing blue and white, his family being there. Those are all good things. I just think when it's time to go, his last run wasn't.
Sucked.
Yeah. The Randy Orton WrestleMania match. Like, I know everyone likes everything, but when someone's like, I like the Randy Orton Edge match, I just assume we just don't like the same sport of professional wrestling. You know, it's like, we don't have to hate each other, but me and you do not like the same thing. You know? It's kind of like when someone just starts eating a pepper right in front of your face, and he's like, I like food. Like, you might like food, I might like food, but we are not on the same page. I kind of wish he put more people over, and he had plenty of opportunities to do that. And so, like, it's weird because, like, in this story, Edge is kind of the bad guy, and WWE is the good guy. And I never thought I'd say that in a sentence. WWE showing class on his way out, which I'm hoping is a trend moving forward. So, you have anything to add?
I mean, I don't think it's his last match. I 100% think his last match is going to be him and Christian.
Definitely. And there's a lot of rumors going around. We might as well get the rumors now. We'll find out. Maybe they'll do it at the big pay-per-view coming up. There's a lot of rumors that are going for AEW. I know the Tribalists are going to be sad. Edge and Christian teaming up would be great, but at the same time, does Christian need that right now? And
no, I hope if they shoehorn in Edge's involvement with Christian right now, I hope it's as an opponent.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad at all. And dude, the irony here's the irony. Okay, let me paint a picture. Edge comes in and says, "You're using this dinosaur fucker, and I am here to make sure that we help the next generation."
That'd be great.
Because, like, Christian has done so much more for the next generation than Edge has. It'll be a fucking bizarro world. It'll be.
I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably a bad person to speak on Edge because outside of, I think Edge and Christian together are funny.
Yeah.
I think they're hilarious. Edge by himself, I have zero interest in. I do not. Rated R superstar, etc. No interest. I've never gotten why people liked it. I've always thought it was meh.
Maybe it's just a veterans thing. I don't know. Maybe it's a concussion thing. Maybe it's a hurt nose thing. I don't know. But I was always the same way. Like, here's the thing. If it isn't for the big three dicks, Cena, Batista, and Orton, he gets a lot of passes because he wasn't part of the three trio holding everyone down.
Yeah, but he's supposed to. His whole thing is everyone acts like he's this super cool character, but to me, he's just this really huge douchebag. Like, I don't want to cheer for this dude. He's just a douche. And like, as a bad guy, I'm like, you're not even like evil. You're just a douche.
Yeah, I thought I was the only one. I always thought Christian was better, but You know, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. I guess we're in a minority here. There'll probably be some
Not
Edge commenters be like, he's my favorite, but why? Why is he your
not
favorite?
only that,
Go
but
ahead.
outside of the wrestling in the ring and everything, and the storytelling in the ring, there's also the uh, rated R superstar live sex experience scandal, where Lita didn't want to do it, and reportedly Edge didn't want to do it. If Edge really didn't want to do it and stood up for it, they wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Like, Edge 100% could have shut that down. So he's a little bit of a scumbag in my book for that.
Yeah, and I'll let, but like, especially now with social media, probably not back then. People love to act like they're good people, but when it's time to be a good person, they're not. And Edge has that fucking vibe. He has that vibe of, hey, so who knows? But here's the thing, like, we're not tribalist. We say what's good and bad about each company. Does Edge even fit in AEW's plans right now? Like, where does he go?
That's as much as people seem to think that like Edge Christian is the thing. I don't see where Edge fits in at all. At all. I feel like they already have roster bloat, and if they do it, it's 100,000% Tony Khan being a mark. Or I will say this: sometimes the matches we see aren't the ones we want to see. They're guys that Jericho versus Ospreay. Jericho, I love you. Great career. You have been one of the greatest of all time, undeniably. Of all the opponents for Ospreay to have, I don't care. But I also you have to look at it from the perspective of for the wrestlers behind the characters and everything. I imagine for Ospreay, it's crazy exciting for him to have a major match against Chris Jericho at Wembley.
I guess so.
Like, it's a dream match for these guys, I'm sure, to wrestle some of these guys they grew up watching.
Yeah. And not that, but also it's the win losses don't matter. You know, that spiel.
Yeah.
Win losses don't matter. Tell that to what was Mr. T's name in Rocky 3?
I don't know. That's the worst Rocky.
Really? A lot of people love Rocky 3.
No,
Clubber
I
Lang.
barely remember
Clubber
Rocky
Lang.
3.
Clubber Lang. If wins and losses don't matter in a fictional world, where the fuck is Clubber Lang?
Wait, which one does Apollo die in?
That's Rocky 4.
That's the best one.
See, you know what's weird? Americans love Rocky 4, but when I show it to Japanese fans, or Japanese friends, they're like, this is stupid. It's just a musical.
Because there's a lot of propaganda.
Well, it's propaganda, but also, like, there's no story. They edit out all the stories.
Oh, yeah, but we're super into the America versus Russia thing. So, that, like, it was built on propaganda hardcore.
Yeah. The thing is, too, like, Rocky has his own cut. Edge, you know you're a great wrestler when we start talking about Rocky during your segment.
That's true. We went on a full tangent all the way into talking about not just mentioning Rocky, but actually talking about different Rocky movies.
Edge, I don't hate you, but I'm also not that big of a fan. And I don't know if you go into AEW would do it. I don't know. And not that, but maybe just take some time off, be with his family. Who knows? It should be an interesting situation.
I'm sure they'll have some later down the road match or something like that with them.
Yeah, and on top of that too, like the thing that's scary is the internet. The internet's reporting. Take it with a grain of salt. Some people swear by the internet. Some people say it's not. If the internet says the sky is blue, there'll be half the people that will deny it and half the people that guarantee it. I just think when it comes to Edge, the internet reports is that WWE didn't want to re-sign him. He was too much. So now he's going to go to AEW with a chip on his shoulder, and that's going to make the product way worse.
Okay, I have one idea for what I think could be a cool, quick, one-off appearance that wouldn't hurt Christian's current thing and would make Edge look better.
Mm-hmm.
Edge comes back at Wembley, whatever, or after Wembley. I think at Wembley it would be good as a camera thing.
Yeah,
Edge
that's
attacks
a good one.
Luchasaurus with a chair from behind, beats the shit out of him, takes Luchasaurus out of the picture, and says he has unfinished business with Christian. Boom. We get a match with Edge and Christian at the fucking
Chicago pay-per-view, or are we gonna wait more
yeah
than 3 days?
yeah the next pay-per-view or whatever.
That's only
And
7
then-
days away.
Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? Let's get it out of the way and over with. And then after that, Christian beats Edge, or no, Edge beats Christian, and then Luchasaurus beats Edge.
Got it.
So Edge finally goes out on his back, putting over the talent
That's not
that
happening.
Christian's been helping to build.
That's awesome. That's not gonna happen.
Oh, come on, Tony Khan. I know
Edge-
you listen.
Edge to Impact? Question mark. You know what? That would actually be a pretty good fit.
It would be a good story that way if they just ran at Christian and Edge the way I said. Just do it, Tony.
Do
You
it.
can stretch it out to 2 pay-per-views. I allow it.
Book it, Tony. All right, this segment was all over the place. Edge, SmackDown, WWE, good job being classy. Edge,
You exist.